Hi everyone, it's Audrey from Country Stampers, and today I have this quick and simple Valentine treat holder for you. I did these for Christmas, and so I revamped it for Valentine's Day, and they're so quick and simple, and we'll be using two different stamp sets. One is from our Occasions catalog, Blooming Love, and we'll be using the My Valentine stamp. And the second one is Teeny Tiny Wishes from our annual catalog, and we'll be using Happy Valentine's Day. We'll also be using the Valentine, not the Valentine paper, but you could say Love Blooms paper stack from our Occasions catalog. And I just love all the papers in here. There's so many cards and other projects that you can make using these, not only for Valentine's Day, but there's some nice florals in here you can use for Mother's Days or birthday cards. We'll also be using the large window punch for the sentiment. So what you're going to need, and I have all my papers cut and scored, is you're going to need a piece of the pink Pirouette, and this is cut at 3.5 by 7.5. It's scored at 1 1/4, 1 5/8, 2 7/8, and again at 3 1/4. And I will have all these measurements up on my blog as well as in the description below. I have a piece of scrap Whisper White for stamping my sentiments on those. And then I have two more of the Designer Series paper. This one's cut at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. This one's cut at 1 inch by 3 1/4. And if you're using directional paper, you kind of want to make sure that you get it so it's lined up, so your pattern is going the correct way. I don't know why I have that piece of scrap of Whisper White. And then I have another scrap of the pink Pirouette for the background of the scallop circle. Alright, so to get started, you're going to score your piece of paper. I already did mine, so now I'm just going to grab my bone folder wherever I put it. I don't know how, ladies and gents, that I keep losing my bone folder. And I'm just going to fold on all my score lines to give those a nice, good crease. It's hard to believe that Valentine's is already upon us in a couple of weeks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put my 1 inch or 1 1/4 inch piece up here this way, because I'm going to add my 1 inch here, and if you can see, once you fold it, it'll go like that. Alright, so, and then I'm just going to grab my snail, add some snail to this. These are so fun and simple to make, and I'm just going to line this up in the, keeping an even border around. And then one other thing I forgot to do is I'm actually going to round my corners on the top section, and I'm going to use my Project Life corner rounder. And I'm just going to round the edges on this one as well as on the top of my Designer Series paper. And we just got the good news that my grandson is coming home from the hospital today. He's been in the NICU since he was born, but he's been thriving. He's gained some weight that they were happy about, so he's now 4 pounds 2 ounces. So, and he's been able to hold his own body temperature. So those are our steps that we've been waiting for him to do. And now see when you fold that up? So I am excited. Alright, so now I'm going to take some Fast Fuse and I'm going to put it on my 1¼ inch flap here. And what I like to do is I know that this bottom right here is going to be my bottom of my box or my treat holder. And I just lay that flat on my table, my work surface, and I line up one side and then push it into place. Now you can take your bone folder and just give it a quick rub inside to make sure you got a good bond. So there you go. Look how quick that went together. So now to work on our sentiment, I'm going to grab my piece of Whisper White and my stamp set. And for the video purpose, I'm actually going to use either Crumb Cake or Blushing Bride, just because the pink Pirouette doesn't really show up very well on screen. So, let's see how the chocolate, the Crumb Cake looks. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp and place it down. Oh, wait a minute. I want my little stamping pad because I'm using photopolymer. So it's nice to have either your piercing mat or something with a little bit of cushion to put it under. And there we go. And you can see that. And that shows up real nice. Then what I'm going to do, again, with the Crumb Cake, is I am just going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day up here. And now I am done with my stamping and my ink. And I can grab my large window punch. And I can line this up around my sentiment. Trying to center it as good as I can get it. And punch that out. So now I have that one done. And on this one here, I'm actually using my circle framelits to cut this out. So I am going to be right back. I'm going to go over to my Big Shot and cut that out. I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm back. I have that all cut out. And I'm going to grab my 2 3/8 scallop circle punch, which I had actually put it back up on its shelf. Alright. And I'm just going to grab my piece of pink Pirouette paper, and I'm just going to punch out one scallop circle. And grab my dimensionals. And I'm going to pop up my Valentines on the circle, on the scallop. And just like that. And then a couple of more. And these would be perfect for, you know, your kids' classmates, you know, co-workers, even hand out to the neighborhood kids. And then I'm just going to put this right in the center, like that. And on this one here, I'm actually going to take this glue dot that I have, and I'm going to cut it in half for the back of this little sentiment. And just put it right here on the lower corner. And there you go. And now I'm just going to take one of these Kit Kats, and it slides right in. It's got a nice snug fit, so it'll stay in place. And all I do is I usually just tuck down the and flap a little bit so it's neat. And there you go. Now you have this cute little treat holder to hand out for Valentine's Day. And it didn't take very long to make it. So what I'm going to do is I have a kit all set up. All you need to do is go over to my website and comment on the post that this will be. And I will pick a winner. and I will mail you out the kit to create one of these yourself. My kits will only be all the paper and like embellishments that you need. Any of the stamped images you have to supply yourself. We're not allowed to do the stamping for you, but you can pick these up and in my store, and I will post the link below. And remember, this one, the My Valentines, is in the Occasions catalog, and the Happy Valentines is in our annual catalog. And right now, there is a, our Occasions catalog is available, but for every $50 that you spend, you're able to pick one free item from our Celebration catalog. So, and watch out for those limited edition ones. Those go away on February 15th, and new ones will be available on the 15th. So check it out, and I hope you enjoyed. Happy crafting, everybody. Bye.